Yo, what's good, gang? Man, I know it's been a minute since I dropped one of these videos, man. Shit's been a little bit wavy out here. I've been trying to get these templates all together and trying to get everybody, on this boat so that we can actually start capitalizing. But we're gonna make things happen one step at a time, man. Look, man, I want to give a nice little shout out to the Corny Chat gang, man. I know you see down there in the bottom corner. We got a couple of the members already in there. They probably talking their own shit. I muted them right now so that I could film this video. But towards the end of the video, I'm gonna bring you back in, show you what's going on, show you how we could use Corny Chat a little bit. It's nothing crazy, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that my boy Vic developed and did a whole bunch of things with, and we just all been in support of my man since day one and stuff. But also I want to give a nice little shout out to the Bitcoin Army. Mo Dubs, bro. Yo, you my man, bro. Good looking, man. Same thing with Hamilton, man. I really appreciate y'all. Rob, man, you're a good dude, my guy. Michelle, the queen bee of the game. So, shout out to everybody over there and everybody like that. But let's jump into these charts real quick, man, because I haven't did no charting, and it's been also a good reason. Like, we've been in this stagnant area. We hit the value area high right now, so we just have been waiting for confirmations to make sure that everything's going up. So of course we're gonna start with a little bit of top-down analysis and make sure that we could get a good grip on what's going on right now. We can go hit the monthly and see what's cracking. Overall, monthly's looking good. Bullish signs, RSIs are tight together. They're riding a little high. Something that you want to pay attention to. Riding a little high, but VWAP indicating that we're about to get a nice little green dot print around this area. Probably give us a nice little hump up. It's just something, There's still a lot of time within this 16 days, 2 hours, so you want to be a little bit cautious on how you're dealing with this. We're not at the high, because the high will be technically 109, but there's a whole possibility we could come up to the 109 area, which will be another form of resistance. Light work resistance, but still another form of resistance. Let's take it down to the weekly real quick. Let's see what's cracking on the weekly. So yeah, the weekly's giving me some concerning vibes. We still got time until this whole entire thing closes out, 3 days, 2 hours and stuff. But regardless, we got this VWAP coming on this downward motion right now. It's a little too early to call, but it's looking like it might get a little bit stagnant, which means that it could start flowing like this, or it can come down within that zero line, do something like this. That's the best case scenario for the situation. We want that VWAP to either ride the zero line or would give us a nice little pullback, nothing too crazy, probably within this range right here, 94,000, 99,000 range. Give us a nice pullback into that range, and then continue to go back up. RSIs are tightening up together, suggesting that the move that's about to print will be a decent sized move. So hopefully it could be more towards the upside, but we got to wait 3 days and 2 hours for this to complete. So right now we're just watching the charts. We're letting everything sit. But let's take it down to the daily. Let's see if we could spot anything that gives us any type of like concerns. As of right now, higher time frames is not giving us no concerns. It's just looking really, still looking bullish. Just going through its little correction phase, like it's been going through here, going through here, going through here. It's probably gonna keep on going up. But I do have a little opinion on this bull market being a little lackluster, but I'm gonna save that for this Saturday with the Bitcoin Army. Also tune into that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's confirmed yet, but we'll find out a little bit later. But supposedly we're supposed to be doing is Bitcoin's Wall Street's bitch, and I'm one of the co-hosts, and I just don't want people to get in their feelings about things. But let's bring facts, let's discuss this, and let's see what's really going on, so that we can start making some real decisions into the market. Because a lot of uneducated buying, a lot of uneducated guessing, a lot of buying the dreams, buying the hopium sentiment, everything. You guys buying a lot, and even if you come over here to Arkham real quick, you can see as you're buying, these dudes are just pretty much offloading. Now, I don't know what the hell's going on with this trade, because this has been going on pretty much for a whole week. They've been dumping 600, 500, 500. It's all coordinated. It's all this. I don't know if this is flowing into another wallet. I don't know if they're gearing up for a sell. I don't know what's going on, but what I do know is that this been sell after sell. That was a green page. Damn, sell. The internet taking forever. Sell. So it's been a lot of selling, a lot of dumping. Whatever buys that they're buying is very minuscule compared to 2 pages of them dumping, which is damn near close to 6,000 Bitcoin per page. So be a little careful with what you're doing with if you are out there trading. I don't know what you guys are doing, but just be a little bit careful with what's going on in the market, which is one of the reasons why this could be a lackluster. But now we're looking at the daily right now. VWAP definitely broke across the zero line, still within the green. This is very good. RSIs are riding high, little red. Sometimes you don't pay attention to the colors. You want to pay attention if they're really stuck together. Stuck together means that the move that will most likely come will be a good move. But one thing that I am noticing right now, and let me take this off and do this. So one thing that I'm actually noticing right now is take that and bam. This right now is giving me some outwardly motion. So I want to be a little careful with this situation because this VWAP could still come down. Momentum could still come down. Still bullish. Overall sentiment, still bullish. But you want to just be careful. If the pullback is coming, I'd rather load up on the pullback than to be, playing dumb games and getting washed because Wall Street is going to constantly sell. So, back into the charts. Sorry, guys. All right, so bam. We got the little 12-hour chart right now. I'm going to skip down to the time frame from daily to the 12-hour. That's a good perspective. I like to do a little bit charting in between there to make sure that I got a full grasp on what's going on and the whole perspective of everything. But regardless of the fact, we do see that this VWAP is becoming a little stagnant. We see that momentum is still on the downward side. Money flow is up. So the trend is your friend to the end. This is something that you want to really pay attention to. And especially while you're trading, because pullbacks while it's on green are usually light work. You enter in, hit the long. But as we're coming down to the lower time frames, which hold a little less weight and takes a little bit more TA to gather up what will happen into the higher time frames. But as of right now, we're seeing that after this little dump that we just had, we had a little bit of momentum clip. VWAP is on the upward side, most likely could come back down and validate this. We also see that money flow is starting to leak out a little bit. So we want to be a little careful with lower time frames, kind of saying what I was saying before, that we might get this little pullback to a certain, there's a couple of little areas that hold weight in between here, but you can take yourself to the liquidity heat map. You could put this on whatever you want. Me, and I just do a lot of Binance thing because they're one of the best liquidity providers out there. But overall, as we see, there's really no liquidity for us to get. Bitcoin, when you see this type of chart, Bitcoin loves to just come down and get the liquidity. It doesn't give 2 fucks about your feelings, your dreams, your hodls, your nothing. It just comes down, it grabs this free money, it goes back up, it grabs this free money, and then it just keeps going until it finds price. When it finds price, then it goes in the direction that it needs to go, whether it be up or it goes down. But regardless, you want to take this on a higher time frame. You want to see how much actual liquidity is up there. You can see right now we got this little heat map right here with about 126 million sitting on here. There's nothing too hot down here, so everything is lining up to basically point up with the price going up into the upwards direction. But now, like I said, you got to take everything with a grain of salt and be able to read things. I've been doing this for a very long time, so it's a little easier for me to read. It's harder for me to explain. So, bear with me, guys. But overall, this is stuff that you want to be watching out for. So, yeah, we also see that VWAP on the hourly is money flow already started coming out on the hourly. It's been trying to get back up and bring its head back up. So if this starts leaking into the 2-hour, which we could check out real quick, yes, money flow is definitely starting to have this curvature to the downside, that's something that you want to pick up on to see, hey, it's not looking good. But now, once again, 4 hour and 3 hour is still bullish. So yes, after a while, these things start getting confusing. So that's why I try to do the top up analysis, top down analysis, so that you guys can understand what I'm actually looking for. Probably not doing a good job of showing that shit, but regardless of the fact, I just want you guys to be on point and see what's going on with that. I also want to talk a little bit about the Coinbase hack. Yes, there's a lot of things going on with the Coinbase hack. I completely understand, and I get it. A lot of people are going to get a lot of phone calls, a lot of emails, a lot of stuff. Number one, do not click no links in your emails. You can read them, whatever. Don't click no links. And even if they look valid and stuff like that, remember, you can always contact Coinbase throughout your own thing. Don't contact Coinbase throughout any portal, email, nothing like that. Coinbase will never reach out to you. They'll never contact you, as far as, at least not without an email. But they'll never call you on the phone and just be like, hey, like, most likely if these scammers did get your phone number and your house and everything like that. But regardless of the fact, the funds were safe. Everything else in Coinbase is safe. So you got no worries on anything. The only thing, it was pretty much for people that were leaking out information and selling information to a bunch of scammers. So yeah, just be careful, guys. Remember, the weak point in Bitcoin will always be the human part. So basically after that, I wanted to, I posted earlier on X about the M2 money supply. M2 money supply is going up, and yes, I know Bitcoiners is on like their last thread, their last line right now. They're like, oh, that money supply is going up, it's going to leave Bitcoin to go up. But overall, Bitcoin, the money supply, yes, is going up. It's most likely going to get distributed into other assets. It's probably going to take a minute before it even gets put into Bitcoin or whatever the case may be. That's all fine and good. But remember, right now, even if they're printing money, it's still expensive to get money. And the money that they're printing is pretty much worthless. So why would somebody come out and swap their dollars? Swap their yens or anything else for dollars right now when dollars is actually not looking good. So, be aware of that, because there's a whole mechanism in the game that goes along. Bitcoin is just a part of this, and these guys all around us, BlackRock, all these dudes, institutions, Fidelity, everybody, they all own this playground. So they create the whole, they create the theme park, they create everything. So be aware that if something goes wrong in their system, it's most likely going to affect our system. And, this is institution buying. Always remember, institution is buying. Retail cannot afford to buy right now at $103,000, $104,000 Bitcoin at a luxury car when most people ain't even driving a luxury car. So I want everybody to just be aware and, shout out to everybody and stuff like that. I'm going to turn on the Corny Chat for a quick minute and let y'all feel that and see how that's all going and stuff. Oh, great. Everybody left. And that's what I'm excited about. But anyways, we have Shamey here and stuff like that. Yo, Shamey, what up? He ain't even here. He got a walking stick. But anyways, we're in the Corny Chat right now. The Corny Chat, we can have customized emojis and stuff like that. We also have a sidebar chat. We can zap each other within this chat. We can also set room goals where users can actually zap the room and hit goals if they like the content that's being provided. We also have a slideshow where we can add slides and everything. This Corny Chat is also password protected, and there's a lot of things that's going on within this website. This is a Nostr build. It's definitely built by one of our guys, Vic, and yeah, man, it's an amazing crew that comes in here. Very, very smart, educated Bitcoiners. A lot of OGs also in here. A lot of devs. A lot of old school influencers that disappeared off of X are on here. So if you guys ever had the chance or the opportunity, come through, check it out. It doesn't require you to create an MPub, but if you guys would like to create an MPub, you can also, if you're on Android, you could use Amethyst, and if you're on iPhone, you could use Damus, Damus, and Amethyst is Amethest, Amethyst. I might be a little wrong on that, but just search it up within the Google store and you should see Amethyst. Within there, you'll be able to create an MPub. When you create your MPub, please, they're going to give you a little key. It's kind of like Bitcoin to that MPub. Put that key away. It's a private key. Don't show it to anybody because that's how you get access to your profile. Go in there, set up your zaps. There's a bunch of sites. There's a bunch of things. You could have fun. Nosta's a very big world. It just don't have a lot of users. So, and it's a Bitcoin related protocol. It's pretty much built with Bitcoin in mind. So, I hope to see a lot of you guys there. I hope to see a lot of people in Corny Chats. We're going to use this as an audience so that we can have people come in and actually, on different shows and different things that we're planning to do within the future. I don't really want to drop too much, but yeah, we're going to do a lot of little things where we get to interact with people. So it's not just a one-sided YouTube show because I feel like that's a little corny. But anyways, man, I hope y'all guys have a blessed day. I hope that everything goes good. Don't get fucking wrecked out there. You know what I'm saying? Stand on your 10 toes and have a good day, y'all. Peace.